All right, gather round as we dive into the captivating world of Mike O'Donnell, a high school basketball prodigy teetering on the brink of greatness, or so it seems. Coach is giving Mike a pep talk, emphasizing the college scout who's due to attend tonight's game. A full scholarship hangs in the balance, a golden ticket to a world beyond their small town. But fate has other plans. Everything seems perfect. A loving girlfriend, a promising future. Mike stands poised to conquer it all. However, life throws an unexpected curveball when his girlfriend, Scarlett, reveals some big news that changes everything. Now at the pivotal basketball game where his college scholarship hangs in the balance, Mike faces an impossible decision. Chase his hoop dreams or embrace responsibility. He chooses love and family, but the repercussions echo through time. Fast forward over 2 decades, Mike's life is, well, let's just say it hasn't quite lived up to its initial promise. He finds himself trapped in a dead-end job, estranged from his kids, and facing a divorce. His spark has been extinguished. Meanwhile, amidst this midlife crisis, Mike's best friend, Ned, is still stuck in his adolescent fantasy world, and the contrast is comical, to say the least. Scarlett bluntly reminds him that his sacrifices were never requested. She is leaving him with no kind words to remember him by. Fate steps in again, this time in the form of a mysterious janitor. While revisiting his old high school, a poignant conversation with the aged custodian prompts Mike into a moment of raw reflection. Could turning back time really solve anything, or would it just repeat the same mistakes in a shinier package? A surreal transformation ensues, hurtling Mike through a vortex back to 1989. He's 17 again, back in high school, with a chance to rewrite history. Now, magically transported back to 17, but in his 37-year-old state of mind, now going by Mark, Mike enrolls as a high school student and seeks a face-off with his teenage nemesis while trying to become friends with his own kids Alex and Maggie. After the transformation back in time, the spirit guide has helped Mike return to high school to right his wrongs. Now that all of the pieces are in place, what's the next challenge be? He discovers his daughter Maggie struggling with an awkward goth phase and a questionable boyfriend, while Alex battles bullies and feels isolated. Navigating the treacherous waters of high school as a middle-aged man in a teenager's body creates hilarious yet poignant scenarios. Mike even uses his knowledge of the future to hilariously coach his son in a basketball game and finally getting that scholarship. While navigating teen life, Mike faces a moral dilemma about altering the course of his own kids' lives. His newfound popularity as a teen leads to a steamy scene with his wife. In a climactic showdown, Mike has to reconcile his past decisions to ensure a better future for his children and himself. At last, with heartfelt goodbyes, Mike understands true fulfillment lies not in rewriting the past, but accepting its impact. This tale masterfully weaves humor with heart as Mike learns profound lessons about love, sacrifice, and appreciating life's unpredictable journey. Mike takes on stand to save Alex. He's ready to let go, and he knows that he's going to lose everything, but it's for the best. In an astonishing twist, he leaps from the gymnasium, sacrificing himself so the timeline can reset. All right, so Mike's posing as a teen once again, joining the basketball team and trying to steer Alex on the right path. But things take a turn when Mike gets wind of the fact that his daughter Maggie is dating Stan, the resident bully. Seeing an opportunity to get to meet Mr. O'Connell and talk sense into her daughter, he tells Alex to get into some minor trouble. Alex's new friend helps out, and soon enough, Mike is sitting down with the principal, Mr. Connell. Now, with the plan in motion, Mike must make the most of this opportunity. After a good talking to about sexting, etc., Mike runs into his daughter and tries to lay down the law. Maggie is not impressed and storms off. And so things go on, but something feels off. Mike is feeling the effects of not being there, of not being the adult version of himself, and now he needs to change that. But he's not sure what he wants to go back to. So Mike makes his way to his family home and finds his wife, Scarlett, packing a bag. Realizing what is happening, and having seen the effect this has had on his friendship with Alex, Mike makes a decision. And so after talking to her, Mike arrives at the basketball game with his wife. A big romantic gesture, perhaps. But then it all kicks off. Seeing Stan getting far too comfortable with Maggie, Mike snaps. He throws a basketball at Stan, and all chaos ensues. All his time in high school, all the help that Mike has given his kids, it all comes down to this. Is he really supposed to be here, reliving his youth, or back at home where he belongs? Scarlett needs help, and his kids need help too, but it's nothing that teen Mike can help with, and he needs to go back. They kiss, and the deal is sealed. Mike's transformation begins. This is where the story really grabs you and gets going. And with a final thought, Mike grabs his wife to stop a further scene and heads to a very familiar but very strange place, home. But all is not done yet. As the review unfolds, Mike O'Donnell finds Maggie in tears at the school's outdoor amphitheater. She reveals that Stan dumped her, triggering Mike's protective instincts and sparking a surprising invitation to his party. A night of nostalgic Star Wars vibes and shared moments draws near, but it's far from simple as the review continues. Little does teenage Mike know that this night holds pivotal changes for everyone, and #X20. But back in adult land, old Mike is at an expensive restaurant, trying, but quite failing, to impress his wife with his new, dorky persona. His awkwardness and inability to relate to anything but their shared past become comically apparent as the review builds tension. The review emphasizes how his actions set the stage for everything to culminate. This climax review will bring closure, and #X20. At Mark's party, tensions explode when Mike confronts Stan about his treatment of Maggie. A fight erupts between them, leading to a frantic chase and an unexpected tumble. When he wakes up, back to normal after 17 again, his world has irrevocably changed, and #X20. But in court with Scarlett, things go from bad to worse as he attempts to plead for his marriage. Yet his plea backfires when she reveals, "I love you," creating havoc. But it cannot be. There is a letter. What will this letter reveal? The suspense intensifies. Suddenly and shockingly, young Mike bursts in. It is quite the mess, yet there is still hope for closure. And #X20. What will Scarlett do as everything is in tatters? Mike finds Scarlett at their old high school. The two share a poignant, sentimental moment. They say that all is said, then suddenly, with a swift stroke, sign their divorce. And #X20. With his mission complete, Mike seeks out his buddy Ned, but it's not for a high five. "I think you really did help your kids," Ned says. "You did your job, and now the hero can move on." However, Mike feels this isn't the right path, and #X20. However, at the same time, Jane is at her new boyfriend Wyatt's house as his new lover. All is not well here. As the review continues, Mark wants to get out, and the Force won't let him. When confronted, Mike makes the decision that will change everything. "I have been in love since I was 17, but I should let you move on," is what is needed. After a quick smoochy kiss, his true age is back and all is right. And #X20. On return to their original timeline, things are still not great. Will the relationship be able to survive the changes that Mike and his family endured? Find out next. Thanks for tuning in. Stay curious, stay awesome, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more amazing content.